It's another wonderful day in this neighborhood for the Ronnie and Bo Show.
I remember a couple of weeks ago you said beautiful day, and I didn't quite hear you correctly. And I said, what did you just say? Is it what beautiful? Are these the adjectives?
Yeah.
It is another wonderful day. You're always right, Ronnie.
Oh, man. This is good. I'm hoping that you are enjoying summer as it's cruising right along. And
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, we've had all sorts of fun adventures and beautiful days. It's hot outside, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a warm and cheery and sunny day.
It is.
Yep. Do you enjoy the fast food, Bo?
Again with looking at my waist. Do you exercise, Bo? Looking at my belly. Do you enjoy the fast food? What are you trying to say, Ron? Huh? What are you trying to say?
I'm just asking a question.
I'm a vegetarian. Thank you very much. You hurt my feelings.
Oh man. Well, if you really are into fast food, then people seem to be aware of some secret menu items that I think
I know only one
is a good daily dose topic for today. Before we get to our real topic today, which is a real like rags to riches stories. So
nice.
So hang in there. But
nice.
the daily dose, I'm interested to know. Do you know even like one or two good?
I only know
menu?
one.
Okay.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
You're talking about food items or food orders that you don't see on the menu.
Right. Yep. They do serve it, but it's not up there on the menu. You got to know about it to
triple cheeseburger.
Triple cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's at McDonald's.
Yeah, and I know that, but I still can't keep it straight because McDonald's said we're gonna get rid of the dollar cheeseburger on the value menu, and you said really, and they said no, you still get the double burger or the cheese, but we're only giving you one slice of cheese. Is a double cheeseburger 2 patties or 2 cheeses?
Yeah, exactly.
Or is it 2 patties or the 1 cheese? A double cheeseburger.
Or just 2 cheeseburgers separate in the same bag. And that's
By the way,
confusing.
they've gotten that off of the, what do you call those things? The menu.
The shortcut
meal,
menu or what a meal plan.
Meal,
yeah.
You can't go get the
number 2
double cheeseburger meal anymore.
Oh no,
took it off. I don't know.
Gosh, maybe it's on the secret menu.
All right, but let me refocus. The triple cheeseburger is an item that you can order at McDonald's, but we'll never see it on the menu.
Wow,
is that what we're talking about?
I think so.
What do you got?
It's like the In-N-Out. There's a number of ways that you can order their burger because they have a limited menu, good food, limited menu. But they really have to trick you by making you food that you don't even think exists, like animal style.
Animal style. What is animal style?
Well,
is that the one that's
I'm sure
wrapped
the
in
real
lettuce?
In-N-Out fans are probably blast me for this if they're listening, but it's grilled onions instead of and they're diced up
because we know that all animals out in the wild prefer their onions
grilled.
Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
And diced, and then I think they like toast the buns.
Are you serious?
I think so.
No. Are you? Because I think I know what animal style is.
Oh yeah, and then it's got like some messy.
No, it has no bread.
No,
or am I thinking
no.
of the other one? What's the one that comes in lettuce wrap?
Yeah. I don't know what the name for that is.
I figured that would be the animal style.
You're the vegetarian.
Not a lot of animals are going down to the bakery to get buns for their meals.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's because you look like an animal while you're eating that.
Really?
Stuff. Yeah. So, and then Chipotle, if you ask, they'll make nachos.
Wow.
Because they got the tacos, they got the burritos, and they got the bowl, which is basically just a salad with your stuff on top.
Why wouldn't they make that a menu item? Is that just too time consuming?
I don't know. Yeah.
I can't figure it out.
It's all minimalist today. So there's your daily dose. You can go get your daily dose of Chipotle or McDonald's or In-N-Out and try the secret menu. If you got other secret menu stuff, then by
Please
all
comment
means.
below.
Yes, comment. So I love those stories. I love those stories of the rags to riches. I love the ones that, gosh, these people were, living on the streets or homeless.
Oh, I got one.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's probably on your list.
Who you got?
No, I don't want to spoil your list.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
Do you have a list?
Go. I have a list
of what? Rags to riches.
Rags to riches, and these people are now
so you're
rich
talking about
and famous.
People who just rob banks.
Yep.
Those people that just go in with a gun and they rob a bank, they go from rags to riches.
Yeah. No, these are rich and famous people now that worked their way up, probably not through illegal means. Okay.
Oh.
So they're actors or
look. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but then they're not rags to riches. They're rags, work very, very, very hard, save all their money, and now they're rich.
Yes, yes. I missed the middle portion. The two was
another
very,
figure of speech with Ron Merrill.
It was a pregnant two in the middle. It was
okay.
big.
So rags to riches stories.
Yeah, so Jim Carrey.
Oh, that was mine.
Oh, I'm so
started
sorry.
on the list. That's the only one I know.
But he once was living in a VW camper van.
Well, their family was homeless, and he was a 12, 13, 15-year-old kid.
Yep.
So to no fault of his own,
Yeah.
they were homeless and living in rags and tattered and torn.
Yes, and then he worked hard. At one point it says here that he lived in a tent on his sister's front lawn. Which technically, why didn't the sister let him come in?
Nope. You got to earn it.
You're not coming in.
You heard the story about him. You know this story about him writing himself a check for $1 million.
Yes.
As an
incentive? I think it was $10 million. Yeah, kept it in his wallet and
he said, "One day I'm going to cash this.
I'm going to cash this."
And you know what he did with it?
What?
He put it in the breast pocket of his deceased father.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Oh, that's
how much his father meant to him.
That's special.
And he had made it at that time.
Man, well, way to make me sad.
And he started in a couple of movies which you'll never know.
Right.
I mean, his first movie, I remember seeing a scene out of it, but it was nothing, no budget. But In Living Color, he really became famous, right? Hit it big.
That was amazing.
This is before his real funny movies too.
Yeah. Well, he did make it.
That's cool.
He did make it. That's
rags to riches.
Good success story.
Who else you got?
Know America's most famous psychologist, Dr. Phil. He lived in a car.
He did?
With his father.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. And today, did you know Dr. Phil, of all people, is worth an estimated $280 million?
That's amazing. Whew. And do you know how he came to the public eye? I mean, he had a practice. He was a practicing.
Right. Was it Oprah or something like that?
Oprah was being sued. Her show was being sued. And I think I don't know specifically, but I think she was saying something. Her show was in Chicago, and she was slamming, meat eaters or something, and some Texas group.
Wow.
The Texans, don't mess with those Longhorns. Don't mess with the bull or you get the horn. And so they were suing her.
Goodness.
And he happened to be from Texas, I think. And then he was working on her case, and then she,
gosh,
and got him his own show.
Man, well, that's being right place at the right time and being ready to go. Yeah, that's good. This one's interesting because I wouldn't have guessed this. Sometimes you hear the stories of the ones that have kind of been on the ropes or whatever. But Daniel Craig, the current James Bond, he once had to sleep on park benches in London.
Now, isn't that just a typical actor story?
Yeah, probably.
Not to insult actors, but
exactly.
That's still important.
That's probably for most struggling actors at some point they have slept outside or, for sure couch surfed, just with buddies. Technically homeless.
I got a question for you, just sort of deviating a little bit. I was looking at music videos on YouTube, and I was watching the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
And, in the 70s, they were all just sticks. They were just, so thin. Michael McDonald was a rail.
Yeah.
And then your first thought is they're struggling. They're not rich and famous yet.
Right.
They don't have the luxurious life. They're all showing up in a van together.
Yeah.
And then you get rich and famous, and then you get soft is the word.
Right.
That's the kind word for fat and overweight.
Yeah.
So you understand that concept.
Yep.
The general idea.
Yes.
Be honest. Do you think you were ever like that? Or did you or were you the type of guy that worked the plan and worked hard and went to college and then got a job and then worked your way up? I mean, I'm not making a joke, but you're a thin guy. You've got a thin build. Did you ever look back and say, wow, man, was I struggling back then?
Yeah, I mean, I think my mom and I had a struggle my first 10 years, so that wasn't on me. My mom buffered me from a lot, but she, we didn't have very
financially
much.
And that kind of stuff. A family.
She was pulling everything together just to get us by and have us survive, and then I feel like we've just kind of worked hard through the stages, and some have gone easier than others, but for the most part, I think it's been more the chip away at it, work and work and work. And
well, that's good. But usually in the case rags to riches,
yeah,
and it's an overnight success,
right? And that's
whole, never the case, right?
Yeah, that's really kind of a joke.
Overnight success for the last 30 years.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I've got a buddy that's a working actor.
Do you have any more?
Yeah, I do, and I think he's a good example of he's been working at it for a long time. So, do you remember that there was a Paul Simon song when he was solo? And there was a line in one of his songs where he said, "Why am I soft in the middle now? Why am I soft in the middle? The rest of my life is so hard."
You can call me Al.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was it or not.
I think that was because that was where Chevy Chase was in the video with him. But I love that line. Why am I soft in the middle? And the rest of my life is so hard, because that's now how I feel. I'm now 44, and
really
physically things jiggle now on my body when I'm on a bumpy road that didn't used to jiggle.
Well, now this was a great subject.
Yes.
And it was a great show. Enjoyed the episode. And we did rags to riches, and we could get it all in. If we did riches to rags, we'd still be talking.